If you believe your mother shows signs of narcissism, you might have one or more of the 3 beliefs I'll be talking about in this video. You may not have realized where they came from or that they could be the reason for some of your struggles. So let's talk about them. The first one is you are only as valuable as what you can do for your narcissistic mother. Who you are is not even a consideration. A narcissistic mother only sees you as a tool. You can either do things for her or raise her status by achieving something. Either way, she expects you to keep on doing things that will help her in some way. If you want her to see you as a person with a life and feelings, that will almost never happen. If you try to tell her that you are suffering or exhausted, one of 2 things will probably happen. One is she will see you struggling and back off, but only for a very short while. That is because she fears that she might lose your help entirely, not because she actually cares. The other possibility is that she will ramp up her demands. She thinks you don't have the right to say no, and she will get even more demanding. She believes you are being selfish by asking for a little bit of space and rest. So we keep trying to do more and more to show her who we are, that we're a good person. But her end game is not to see that. Her end game is to get us to do more and more. We never get what we want, which is to be seen for who we are. This pattern is usually started when we're so young that we don't even realize what is happening. And the worst part is that it becomes a habit in many other relationships, even work situations. You may feel the need to keep proving that you're a good person by always being available and never saying no. The key is to stop seeing yourself as your narcissistic mother sees you, as a person who is defined by what you do. If you start exploring who you are and what you really want, you will slowly stop needing to please your narcissistic mother. A second belief your narcissistic mother has forced you to accept is your position is never stable. She has the right to pick on your faults at any time, even if you have just done a lot for her. This means that she has all the power in the relationship. She can change so quickly from being happy to being critical, dissatisfied, or filled with rage. And she has spent your entire life telling you that her moods are your fault. This makes us feel anxiety, causes us to second guess everything we say, and can make us feel obligated to keep doing more and more for a narcissistic mother. A narcissistic mother's moods can cause emotional flashbacks, which usually stem from her abuse when we were very small. Emotional flashbacks can cause us to be stuck in fight or flight, and this can cause many other problems. There's a lot of information about what emotional flashbacks are and how to combat them. I like Pete Walker's book, which is called Complex PTSD, and he explains what to do if you find this happening to you. If you can start to realize that your narcissistic mother's moods really have nothing to do with you, it's the beginning of breaking free. A third belief: her happiness is more important than anybody else's. You have probably spent a lot of your time, especially when you were still living at home with your family, and maybe you're still living with your mother, making sure your narcissistic mother was happy. It didn't matter if you didn't want to do something. If she wanted to do it, you knew it would have to be done, or her anger and resentment would ruin everyone's day. You probably didn't even realize whether you liked certain things or not. It was just something you did automatically because anything else didn't work. As Freud said, all family life is organized around the most damaged person in it. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? It's also a good reminder. A narcissistic mother is damaged. She can't put anyone's needs before her own voracious wants. You've probably learned that if you want or need something, it's best to wait until everyone else is happy, or completely deny yourself. The problem is, when is your mother completely happy? If she is, does it last very long? This is where it's okay to start thinking about your own needs. It's not something you have probably done much, but by starting to check in with yourself and honoring your feelings, you will slowly start to learn what you really want, and slowly start to realize it's okay to stop trying to make an impossible person happy. Did any of these beliefs resonate with you? If so, do you realize your narcissistic mother taught you to believe them for her own benefit? The first step to changing any belief is to be aware of it. If you realize you have any of these beliefs, it helps to know where they started and why they're not helping you. They can actually be damaging. If we have these beliefs with our mother, we can carry them over into other relationships and continue to see ourselves as inferior or even invisible. The next video will have 3 more beliefs that are ingrained by narcissistic mothers. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe for early notifications on new videos. If you need help getting past emotional blocks, working through emotional flashbacks, or just feeling better in your own skin, please see my website in the video description below. I offer coaching and a variety of modalities that can help you work on the effects of abuse to the body and mind. I know they work for me, and I hope you'll get a lot of benefit too.